Hello.
Okay. Hi.
Welcome
Um,
to.
the
Oh,
oh no.
it's all
Please,
good.
by all
Yeah.
means.
So, welcome to episode 2 of Visual Novel Book Club. I'm here with my friend Victor.
I'm here with my friend Tautology.
Yeah. And we're playing a game that Victor has been really excited for me to play for a while, which is Soul of Sovereignty, which is Gigi Digi's visual novel. Currently, up to chapter 2 is available, and today we'll be playing chapter 1. Uh, uh,
I'm so excited for you to experience this. Thank you so much for having me on. I have a feeling that you're going to enjoy this.
enjoy this in the same way you said I would kin Leo de Montreal from Chubos.
Something like that. We'll see. We'll see.
um, Victor, is there anything you want to say, introduce yourself right off the bat before we get started?
Sure. My name is Victor, aka Windy9. I go by he or they pronouns, and I just get really excited about visual novels and tabletop games, often together with tautology.
Yeah,
And I am very honored to be here with it.
thank you. Yeah, I have realized recently that visual novels are a way bigger blind spot than I thought I had.
Uh
Um,
huh.
so I plan on that's part of why this is its own show because it's like I want to fill in that gap. And I want to do it with friends. So are we ready to get started?
Ready when you are.
Okay, cool. Oh, this is pretty. Like I know Gigi's art, so it's like obviously it's gonna be pretty, but also like, whoo. Is this one of my lines or one of yours?
Either or. This is an older man speaking.
Okay. Uh, do you want to take it then?
Thought I told you to run, kiddo.
Hmm. What does it look like I'm doing?
Getting caught. But hey, I get it. You've got a heart. That's what landed you in this mess, right? I'm sorry, kid. Really, I am. Wish there were more I could do for you, but both of us are out of options. So, where are you going to go?
Where you said, somewhere I can dream. Where I can be as selfish as I want to be. Only question is what to do when no place like that exists. But I'll figure something out.
I noticed the records you swiped from my office. You're not really going after it, are you?
Thanks for the lead, old man. Maybe I'll see you in the next world. Ooh.
Chapter 1. Selfish Virtue.
Ooh. Something
Coming
about
in hot here is going to be Loic, our narrator. Do you want to take him, or should I?
I'll go for it. I do want to say there is something like the way Gigi like paints and like does like very like painterly strokes for art. It hits so much different playing it on this large of a screen.
Oh man, the blues and golds are lovely, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like oh. Oh, this is so pretty. The lamplight, Heart of Tarn. The first inn to become famous after the treasure hunting boom took off. A few decades ago, on a day like this, it would have been swarming with people. Tonight, there's only one customer. In a manner of speaking, anyway. I arrived a few months ago needing a place to stay while I continued my search in the area. Alma's pride wouldn't let her take money from an old friend, but I eventually convinced her to accept my services instead. Since then, I've been helping her look after the guests here. Guests, yes, the village's sick and elderly given shelter from the unkind weather, not customers. Most were once treasure hunters themselves, but the age for that ended too soon, before they'd found anything to build a life on. Tonight's dinner could be described charitably as soup, or realistically as onion water. Most of our guests chose the latter. Though I normally try to encourage them to keep up healthy appetites, I couldn't blame them for the nearly full dishes I gathered this time. Alma's a terrible cook, really, but I doubt she sees much point in trying these days. I can't blame her either. The dining room is deserted, tabletops lined with dust, rugs trampled thin. The television is purely decorative now, with no signal to pick up since Tarn was cut off years ago. About the only glimmer of the past comes from the crackling fireplace where explorers would have once crowded together, sharing stories.
Gonna come down now or what?
Alma, the owner of the light lamp, she leans against the bar, smoking a cigarette. Oh, I didn't see you.
You were seeing something. What? Don't say how badly you want me to clean this place up.
No. Well, no, but you really ought to consider selling the TV at least. It may be old, but it'll still work in the mosaic.
Is that all?
I know you know, Alma. It just caught my eye. I join her at the bar and set down the tray. Something hangs heavy in the air as we look over the empty room together. Instead, I decide to turn my gaze outside. The largest windows face away from the mosaic, out towards the promise of the new world. Grown used to the view now, the towering shadows of mountains, empty homes scattered in the snow. Only tonight, someone's coming. By the time I make it to the door, the visitor has collapsed in a heap at the threshold. Oh no, give me a hand, would you?
Yeah.
Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She does look awfully pale, but I think she'll be alright. There we are. How are you feeling?
Welcome, dear.
Sorry. Alma's old customer service voice. It's been a while since I've heard that.
Will you be needing a room? Or maybe you're just here to dine with us tonight? Room. Then I've made it? This is the lamplight? The one and only. Serving the spirit of discovery since... Oh, thank goodness. I need your help. Great. Another charity case.
Sorry.
She's trying her best.
She is. Don't be heartless, Alma. A decent meal is the very least we can offer. I feel like the word decent is setting a high bar here.
Yeah.
As Alma trudges to the kitchen, I take a seat across from the stranger. You should know there's an emphasis on that decent. I wouldn't set my expectations too high if I were you. I called it.
You did call it. Oh, I'll be happy with anything. You're too kind.
But we haven't even gotten to your problem. You said you needed help? The woman breathes a long, thin sigh.
There's somewhere I need to get to. I heard this was a gathering place for treasure hunters, so I hoped one of them could escort me. But
Where are you headed?
do you know of a ruin near here called the Hollow Temple? Forget it.
Alma emerges from the kitchen with a lukewarm cup of soup in her hand. She hands it off to the woman.
Waste of a trip, honey. It's a short walk, sure, but the woods are infested. If you're not gonna pay for a room, at least spare me from having to report your body to the shield.
Alma?
What? Better to be honest. I have to. I have to go. I saw it in a dream. The god of that temple visited me and said that if I prayed at the altar, I'd be cured. I've suffered from this illness all my life. Now I've finally been shown a cure. I have to go. Here I thought you came for treatment from the good doctor here. Well, suit yourself. You're a doctor.
That's her idea of a joke. You'd be generous to call me a caretaker. I'm not sure how much my humble remedies could do for this illness of yours, but I'm more than willing to try. The woman softly shakes her head.
I've seen a million doctors, and not one of them could help me. I know it must sound like nonsense, but that temple is my only hope.
I see. Out of curiosity, have you ever heard how the so-called Hollow Temple got its name?
No.
There's nothing in it.
Oh.
For years, people were convinced there had to be some secret hidden beneath the surface, but as it turns out, it's just an empty building. Sorry to say this, but without the promise of treasure, you'd have a hard time convincing any treasure hunters to make the trip. If you could find any here.
Then this is it for me.
Hold on. I was going to say I'd be happy to go with you.
You?
I know, you were hoping for someone a bit more suited to the rigors of the road, let's say. The truth is, I've been meaning to visit that temple myself. Sooner or later, I'll be going either way, and I do intend to get there in one piece, for what it's worth.
Really?
At the very least, we don't have anything to lose by going together. Safety in numbers and all. Whoa.
Wait, I'll go.
Did it mean to skip that?
Yeah, it, like, cuts off at this specific point when she interrupts him mid-sentence.
Oh, okay. That was fast. Are you sure?
You're the first stranger who's offered to help me. If this is my only chance of making it to the temple, I have to take it.
Let's not be strangers then. It's pronounced Loic?
Yes.
Loic.
Ismay.
Woo!
You know that name.
Uh-huh. I've been watching you be insane for Ismay for, what, years at this point?
Like a year and change.
Yeah.
Like a year and change. I'm regular. You don't worry about it.
Listen, we're all normal here. We're all deeply normal and regular.
I like how like a scare chord plays at that name for some people now. Like, it was very fun going into this in December when absolutely no one knew quite what was going on, and you still don't, which is exciting.
Yeah, no, I guess part of the fun of having these cultural lacunae is that, like, I just don't know. Like, a lot of this stuff hasn't been spoiled for me because a lot of people have... Like, a lot of the people we tend to, like, follow and interact with and be in the spheres of tend to be really good at, like, avoiding things that are heavy spoilers or at least tagging them appropriately.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
we went into Undertale basically knowing nothing in 2018, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, went into Deltarune Chapter 1 knowing nothing. Except that it was called Survey Program and just hit next when it asks you the thing. But, like...
I played that on Halloween night while I was still in my costume because I skipped a party to play Deltarune.
That slaps. But yeah, like, that's also, even, like, with movies and TV and stuff, like, I saw Face Off for the first time in November with my partner in Philly, and I knew nothing about Face Off going in, and it's like, wait, no, this is a good movie. But yeah, it, like, all I know is you are extremely normal and regular for Ismay.
Oh yeah. Yep. Thank you, Loic. Tonight's clear skies are a rarity. Sorry, it switches perspective here.
Oh, okay.
Tonight's clear skies.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Tonight's clear skies are a rarity. Oh wait, shit! It is still your perspective.
Yeah.
Fuck. I was wrong.
You're fine. It'll switch at some point, I imagine.
Yeah.
Tonight's clear skies are a rarity. Given the urgency of Ismay's plight, I'm not surprised that she wants to go right away. Besides, it's a short enough trip that we should be back before the next snowfall rolls in.
Now you're off into the cold for this random girl. Why am I not surprised?
She needs help, Alma. I'd like to think you'd do the same.
Please, some of us know how to look out for ourselves first. You should try it sometime.
Sorry, I'm remembering, I think, like, some old posts you made about how, like, Loic and Ismay are on, like, opposite ends of the, self-worth spectrum.
It's interesting.
Thanks for the concern. See you in the morning, alright?
Cast profiles. You love
Yay!
those.
I do.
Visual novel staple. Here's where the perspective switches. There we go. In the beginning, the builder looked to the horizon and foresaw the death of the world. To preserve life, he raised a great tower, a new home for all of humanity, the mosaic. From the farthest reaches, he gathered every soul together into one most peaceful nation, a perfect refuge from the storm. Ages on, when all had stilled, the people of the mosaic opened their gates to see what remained, and found a ruined land owned by no one. Thus did they set forth to pick clean the bones of the world they forgot. I remember hearing so many stories about the world outside the mosaic. An endless expanse where the spirit of discovery soared on the wind, inviting the bold. Walking through this ghost town, I can't imagine that. When the first treasure hunters found this place, it was already in ruins. They built it up into a new town, only for it to shrivel into nothing again. All that wasted effort. Every little gust of wind sets the windows chattering in these ramshackle houses. But beyond all this, out in the mountains, I can almost hear the faint voice of my own personal spirit of discovery.
Excuse me. I hope this doesn't sound rude, but I wonder how that cloak will hold up against the cold.
Oh,
The temple's a straight shot from here, but we are going to have to walk it. Will you be alright?
yes.
You say that, but you're suffering enough from your illness. Please don't push yourself.
Really, I'm fine. Eating something gave me the strength I needed, I think.
Oh, I see where this is going, I think. If you insist. But now that I'm thinking about it,
He removes one of the flowers pinned to the clasp on his collar.
this is it Policia or Paesia?
Policia.
Alright. This is a Policia. In the language of flowers, it means fire.
That's funny.
Is it?
I just thought flower language was, I don't know, unrequited love. Things like that.
Most people know it that way. In this region long ago, these flowers were common traveler's charms meant to ease the cold. Just an old superstition, but it can't hurt. Here.
And do you normally get these out?
One way or another. Flowers are my business. I guess you could say some habits from the shop are hard to shake even on the road.
So you're a florist.
A superstitious one, it turns out. I hope I haven't put you off.
Not at all. It's a kind thought. Thank you. Even if the spirit of discovery is dead, the kindness of strangers apparently lives on. When our fingers brush, I feel warmth. And not just a faint touch, but a steady embrace that spreads comfortably over my skin.
Let's be off. Ready?
Oh, right. Hmm.
God, that's a gorgeous piece of art.
Good shot. Good shot.
For all my fussing over Yzme, I'm barely dressed for the cold myself. This snow is too thick for the middle of spring. Then again, any ideas about right and wrong with regard to the weather seem arbitrary. In my months at the lamplight, I've come to appreciate the cold. A sudden chill against my face feels refreshing, when I know it wasn't decided by committee. At such times, I think there are still treasures to be found outside the mosaic.
Do those have a meaning too?
My gaze follows Yzme's to a patch of weeds poking through the frost. Dandelions? Sure, mundanity.
That's a joke, right?
Do you think so? If every flower has a meaning, some of them are bound to be less exciting than others.
I suppose.
We brace ourselves against the sudden wind. It's a good thing we set out tonight. This time tomorrow, I expect we'll have another blizzard on us.
Thank you again, Loic. I didn't think you'd be willing to go so soon.
I didn't think it could wait.
Maybe not for me, but where are you planning to visit the temple? I'm curious, considering it's hollow and all.
Oh, did I not say? I'm going for the same reason as you.
To be cured? But you seem perfectly healthy.
An apple a day. But that's not quite what I mean. I'm not interested in investigating the temple itself so much as the local flora. I don't suppose you've heard of the glass bell?
I'm sorry, I haven't.
Perfectly understandable. The glass bell is a very peculiar flower, one said to be potent enough to cure any malady.
That's...
Too good to be true? Maybe. It's never been seen, only told of in old writings. If it does exist, it could grow anywhere, and so I search everywhere.
And who is it for?
Ah. Let's not talk about that. In fact, enough about me. Tell me about yourself, Yzme.
Huh? There isn't much to tell. I'm not very special.
Come now. Not many can say they've been called upon by a god.
It's not something to brag about, especially at home. Not in his vision.
No, I guess not. You're religious then?
More my family.
When she turns toward the ever-present pillar on the horizon, can only imagine the expression that darkens her face.
I grew up praying for the builder to cure me, but that wasn't in his vision. When my family learns I came this far, all at the word of a pagan god, I'll probably be disowned.
But alive and well. We can always pick up the pieces from there, can't we?
That's true.
She looks so innocent.
She does, doesn't she?
Oh, that's spicy.
Alive and well. The words ring in my ears. To be honest, the cold didn't bother me at all. Never does. Now, though, I have real warmth to compare it to. Now I have a way out. A path to alive and well.
Ah, and there's our temple. Can you see it?
But the bridge is out.
Oh, don't worry about that. It's been out of commission for months. The reason I put this trip off for so long, in fact.
Is it ever going to be fixed?
At this point, I wouldn't count on it. Putting aside the lack of interest, Tarn just doesn't have the means anymore.
Oh.
But we can take a detour. This way.
We go off the path, into the thick of the woods. I try to focus on what waits at the end of this hike, but in spite of myself, I keep thinking of that word the innkeeper used to describe this place. Infested. They say that when the old world died, and the builder created his paradise for mankind, he let in two of every animal in nature. The rest were left behind as the clouds rolled in. Did you hear that?
Unfortunately.
You said you had a plan for dealing with monsters, didn't you?
Did I? Sorry. Her face is so good right now. Oh,
It's pretty good.
it's really good.
Didn't you?
Sorry, this line is so funny. I need a second. Oh. I remember saying that I meant to get to the temple in one piece, but a plan?
Hmm.
Sorry, this is so funny. He's such a terminal people pleaser. Holy shit. Dude, have any self-preservation at all, please.
Some.
Just a modicum, an iota, a mote. So, I keep looking back at the screen. I'm like, I can't.
It's good sprites.
It's good sprites, but also the line is so funny. I could certainly,
Oh, Lord.
I could certainly try to come up with something now if you'd like.
Seems like that might be a good thing to do. Yes.
How fast can you run, do you think?
Probably not very. On account of being deathly ill and all.
Sorry! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, Loic, please! right, forgive me. That was thoughtless.
Outside the safety of the mosaic, deadly rain came pouring from the skies. It ate through stone and steel, washing entire cities and nations away. But the animals caught in the flood changed. They trembled and twisted and came apart, then came back together the wrong way. And any creatures that didn't succumb were hunted by the ones that did.
Ooh.
Shit! I wouldn't have wanted to cross paths with this thing when it was a normal wolf, let alone whatever the hell this tangle of limbs and mouths is. Once I start running, I don't look back. The trees are dense enough to slow it down a bit, but I can't carry on like this uphill.
Ismay.
The voice comes from behind. When I look, he's stopped next to a fallen tree, trying to shove it out of where it's lodged in the snow. Without a second thought, I double back. 1, 2. We strain against the trunk together. Wild, heaving breaths close in. Then the weight shifts.
Not much of a plan, but whatever works.
Thank goodness.
You know, Ismay. I was joking when we suggested we run, but I'm glad you took it as a challenge. I don't like thinking of myself as an old man yet, but I could barely keep up.
Oh, you know, when push comes to shove.
Haven't you described Loic as a himbo?
No, he's definitely not.
Okay, he's definitely coming across as oblivious, though.
He may have tried to flush her out on purpose.
Aha, okay. Back at the lamplight, you seem to be struggling just to get through your story. Alma's cooking must be better. Sorry, I cannot imagine Loic getting through that statement with a straight face, but he musta.
He's special. He's very good at that in particular. Think of him as someone who does that.
What, white lies?
Keeping a straight face while saying anything.
Alma's cooking must be better than I give her credit for if it energized you that much. This is you. Victor? Testing? Oh, Victor's computer froze. Let's take a moment. Also, hi. Wow, so many people in chat. Hello. Thank you all for joining us for this stream. I'm glad you're enjoying my reactions. As I was saying before, like, a lot of, like, visual novels and, I mean, a lot of everything is just kind of, like, huge cultural blind spots. So it's very fun, like, taking this all as it comes, especially when I've basically just seen like either official art, like I've mostly seen like art Gigi has drawn of Loic and Ismay. Uh and but like completely sans context. So it's fun like actually understanding who everyone is now, or like starting to, cuz it's like, ah, I see.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes. Hello, welcome back.
I'm sorry, computer died. I'm here.
No, you're fine. Computers are. Listen, phew, I literally could not stream Tuesday before last because of so many parallel computer problems across like 3 different devices. So like I get it.
No. No, it's so true. Computers are huge meanies. Anyway, I'm ready to get back into it if you are.
Yes.
I'm glad you're enjoying all of the illustrations.
Yeah, no, the art is gorgeous. And okay, so I'm not sure if you know this, but my only computer monitor is my 55-inch 4K television.
I was not aware of this.
Yeah, so my PC is at my desk, and then there's a 50-foot HDMI cable that goes from my desk up a wall along the ceiling, down the opposite wall, and into my TV. And that's also how
Oh
I
my.
have my whole streaming setup done. It's it's a huge bundle of cables that I have really well organized because I'm that kind of I'm a logistics insane. I'm a spreadsheet autist. Um, so it makes me really good
I
at
feel
cable
you.
management. But like, yeah, I have this set up this way specifically so like I can use my laptop to capture while my PC is playing games, so I don't have to like alt tab or any of this stuff. Cause honestly, my PC is really just for games. I got a PC to play Final Fantasy 14 in 4K, and now I get to play all these other games in 4K, including visual novels, and visual novels look so good in 4K.
This is a fun game to play in 4K.
Yeah, like especially with Gigi's art, just like the very like looking at these trees, you have like this mixture of like paint strokes and kind of like charcoals and colored pencils, and or at least
Yeah,
texture wise, and it's just so gorgeous because you're not trying to pick out pixels. You're just kind of like taking it and it feels like looking at a canvas more than anything else.
it's true.
I kind of
You're ready to jump back in?
Yeah, I'm ready.
No, you tell me. You finish your sentence.
Oh no, I just like I kind of want to dig into the files of this and use some of the backgrounds as wallpapers for like my phone and my
They're
computer and
pretty.
stuff. They really
They're
are.
very pretty.
They're really pretty.
You know, all those vegetables.
In onion soup.
All those vegetable.
The little vibration her talk sprite did was so funny.
She's doing great.
She's doing great. You know, facade perfectly intact.
His gaze is warm but intense. I should have known he saw through my act. Maybe right from the start. Maybe my coughing could have been more realistic. Whatever. But he offered to help me anyway, and judging from the look on his face, the offer's still open. Fine. All right. I'm not sick. That was all bullshit.
I had a feeling.
But I needed help getting to the temple, and pity works. You were right, you know. I was hoping it would rope in more of a bodyguard.
We haven't died yet, so I'd say you could have done worse. Sorry, that's so. Okay, he has a little bit of self-worth. smidge.
Some.
A faint glimmer. Now, what is it you're after at the temple?
The greatest power in the world. I'm sure you know what I mean. The sovereignty.
Hey, that's the name of the game!
Title drop.
I've heard stories.
Then you know no one would have taken me seriously if I told them I was actually looking for it.
By the way, I love her theme now that the facade is dropped.
It's literally called normal theme for a normal woman, and
Let's
Toby
go!
Fox popped off.
Oh, I'm so buying this soundtrack.
It's good, you should.
Yeah.
And even if someone did, why would they help me find it?
Convince me then. Why should I?
Look. You have that miracle flower you're after, right? I'm guessing there's someone you want to save, no matter what. Well, I have that too. Sovereignty is my one hope of a world worth living in.
And what makes you so certain it's in this place?
There was a professor in the Mosaic who researched the legends. I read everything he wrote on the subject. There's no guarantee, but the temple was never totally ruled out as a lead. I want to see it for myself.
And if you find nothing there, then what?
Then I keep searching. Isn't that what you're doing? I have to explore every avenue. Maybe most treasure hunters have moved on, but I need this to be real. I'm sorry for lying to you, Loic, but I had to.
Ooh. Ah. I think perhaps we've lingered too long.
They howl, they scream. I don't stick around for another second. That fallen tree was a stroke of luck and doesn't strike twice. But maybe there's some other way to slow them down. And just as I start looking around, my foot slips, tumble into a patch of weeds before I even realize it. For a second, I think I've been tackled, so I panic and scramble up against a nearby tree. These creatures are more patient than that. Can't be every day that they get entertainment like us. They close in, savoring their win, and clench my eyes shut. And for some reason, despite everything, only for a single instant, I feel calm. When I dare to look again, one of those things is too close. I see puffs of its breath as it leans in, sniffing at my face from every angle. Something about its attitude has changed. It's almost frustrated. Its eyes stare into mine for what feels like forever. Then it pulls away. One by one, the other beasts follow their leader back into the woods, till the two of us are left alone.
Oh!
There's magic afoot.
Yeah. Are you alright?
What the hell? Try to stand, but my useless ankle buckles under my weight. Shit!
Easy. Let me see.
Worse than I thought. Might even be broken. I don't want to risk trying to put pressure on it again. So, What are the chances of you carrying me up the rest of the way?
Yes, a normal, regular woman.
He smiles,
Slim, let's try something else.
and there's something in his hand, a little notebook bound with string. He opens it, then flips through the pages, passing what looks like dozens of pressed flowers.
The yellow rose means mending, in short. In the mosaic, it's come to symbolize friendship. Another case of the simplification that makes flower language easier to sell.
He stops at a certain page and brushes his fingers against the dull, dry petals of a rose.
I'm fond of that one, though. It's nice to think of a friendship as something that can be mended no matter how severe the break.
As he goes on, the flower seems to come alive beneath his hand. I blink hard. I've got to be imagining it, but there it is, full and vibrant as the second it was picked. He returns his attention to me, and I notice that strange calm again. The air turns soft and heavy, as if warmed by his voice.
Take heart. Not all things fall neatly into place, but this will.
It just happens. My ankle is broken, and then it isn't. I pull it closer to look. No wound, no bruise, nothing. And when I glance back at the notebook, the rose is completely withered away. I. I knew it. The flower you gave me when we left, that was magic too.
They all are. Even those.
He nods to the few dandelions poking through the frost, their petals scattered on the snow. Mundanity.
But this is the sort of thing that's kept me busy in Tarn for the few months I've been there. I'm not a healer exactly, but I can manage enough to make myself useful. I've dealt with my fair share of difficulty in the mosaic, so I try not to be too forthcoming with the details. You said you come from a religious family, so I'm sure you understand.
That's one way of putting it.
Well, consider this a show of good faith. You've been kind enough to share your secret with me, after all.
How does it work?
Oh, no. That conversation would take me all night. Ask me back at the lamplight, and I'll tell you all about it.
Sure. That'll be nice.
For now,
He helps me up to my feet, and I take a moment to shake the snow from my cloak.
shall we? Flower glossary, let's go!
There's your spell list.
Yeah!
And here's the halfway point if you want to take 5.
Alright. Almighty God of language, lend us your eyes, and we will see truth. Lend us your hands, we will guard life. Lend us your tongue, and we will speak power. Alright. Oh, it just kicks into the second half?
Yeah, if you don't just have the demo, it just keeps going.
Gotcha. Alright. Well, here we'll... Ooh, pardon me. Here we'll call it a 5-minute break.
Okay. I need to drink some tea for this next part. The voice acting is going to get intense.
Yeah, I need to just kind of like get up and stretch.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of like move around. Cause
Thank you very much.
yeah, I mean I played chapter 0 of The Devil for 3 hours without taking a break because I was that compelled. So,
Don't do that.
yeah, no, I'm not going to do that this time, promise. But yeah, we'll be back in 5. Everyone stretch, get some water, use the bathroom if you need to, etc., etc. And we'll see you soon. All right, welcome back
Okay, we're
everyone.
back.
Uh so I hope everyone had a good break, stretched, drank some water, or I assume you drank some tea, Victor?
Yes, I have a lovely cup of Earl Grey here that is keeping me primed and ready for this next bit.
All right.
Ismay is a very interesting character to voice act for.
Lowercase I interesting or capital I interesting?
Both one after the other.
All right. Well, let's get back to it. The temple is quiet and barren. In other words, more or less what I expected. Yet stepping through the doors sends a chill through me all the same.
Quick commentary, you asked if I'd ever called him a himbo in a post before. That's incorrect. The term I've used for him is MILF.
Right! No, I do remember that now. Yeah, no, that, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, let's check the glossary before we go through.
Yeah, feel free to look through here. Here are the 3 spells you've seen so far.
Perennial popular in the mosaic for its wild, hardy flowers. Historically loved by. Ooh. If I recall correctly, this
Fun
name comes up.
Yeah. Fun fact about this one is actually perfectly analogous to a real world marigold, but the name marigold is like etymologic etymologically like derived from like Mary's gold, and like the religious reference wouldn't make sense here in a world with different religions, so
Yeah.
name got changed.
Yeah, no, I remember Gigi just posted something similar to that on Blue Sky for chapter
Mhm.
3. Um,
Mhm.
it's also what is really funny. Like, I know I don't really. I'm taking an extended break from Final Fantasy 14, but
Yeah.
it's really funny watching Final Fantasy 14 players discover that the etymology of the word gun is literally because of a woman named Gunhilder.
Yeah.
Because Gunhilder is an NPC in Final Fantasy 14 for like a gunbreaker, like a gunblade thing
Yeah.
side quest, and people are like, "Oh, that's a funny fantasy name, haha." And then it's like, and then us who are like, like a former English majors who flunked out of college twice, are like, "No, no, 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 that's a real thing." Like, I need you to know that this is a real thing. This is a real thing from history. This is the actual etymology of the word gun things.
Yeah.
And it's just really funny every time. But yeah, no, I like this. I like the effort that they're putting into like not like I don't know, it's that thing where people keep talking about potatoes in fantasy and it's like, dog. Come
Dog.
on. Dandelions, mundanity, considered a weed. Yeah, I don't know. I like dandelions.
And so does Loic. You have something in common.
Yeah.
Mundanity is an interesting spell here. You notice how all of the mutant wolves just kind of like shoveled off once that calm registered in the air because there
Yeah.
was nothing to look at.
Yeah, because it was mundane.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so good. Oh,
it's an invisibility spell.
ancient cultivar, distinguishing it from the vast majority of modern garden roses. Ooh. But I find that the disparity and nuance between their meanings is minor enough to work around. Yep, he's my kind of nerd. Let's go.
Oh, he's a huge like humanities dweeb is the thing.
Yes. I mean, as a former and current humanities dweeb who like puts extra effort into sorting all the music we have by specific release date, not helped by how much King Giz, one of our headmates, listens to. Um, like, no, yeah,
You know
it's
the feeling.
yeah. Oh, this is so good. Let me see. Impressive array of potted plants. Newcomers tend to assume he's the owner. Oh, I see. There are
That
going to be
profile,
different titles you can flip through. I see.
yeah, their profiles are going to change over time.
I see. I see. Oh, I like that. The change in lighting and her smile.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so. At least she can say shit now. Love this game.
She's a very colorful woman.
Yeah. Torrance as a teenager. Forcibly
I I love
retired.
I love Alma, most underrated character in this game by far. She's
Yet
great.
I do love how you're voicing her. It's great. Okay. Okay, we all right. More than
We're
anything
back.
though.
I can't see shit.
One moment, I have just the thing.
Another flower? No, let me. I brought a flashlight.
Oh, wonderful. That's much more convenient. Ooh.
The Hollow Temple.
That's pretty.
Who is this? I guess the god of this place.
Why the uncertainty? Don't you recognize them from your dream?
Yeah.
The people of Accent were monotheists originally. Over time, various aspects of their god came to be worshipped as separate entities. This is Tanem, the aspect of truth. Traditionally, you're supposed to confess any acts of dishonesty before their image.
Oh, hmm. Sorry for pretending to be sick. But I already came clean about that, so I should be all squared away, right?
I don't see why not. Really, it's more an encouragement to make amends with the people we've wronged. Let's have a look around.
So, what was this temple built for? Any ideas?
Hard to say. The entrance is the only part that feels anything like a place of worship. When explorers found it, there were traps around every corner. It took years for the path to be opened even this far.
You know a lot.
Everyone needs a hobby, though I doubt I'm telling you anything you haven't read.
I only cared about whether the sovereignty could be here. Didn't get too into the details.
No, but this place was the talk of the tower for years. All the ancient discovery reports on TV. But maybe those were before your time.
Maybe.
You haven't missed much then. At the end of all that fuss, they didn't find anything. You could say it put a damper on the whole treasure hunting craze.
What, everyone gave up because one ruin turned out to be empty?
There was a bit more to it than that, but essentially, yes. But I've done enough to lower your expectations, haven't I? Why don't we see for ourselves what they found? The central chamber is pure darkness. almost as though we stepped into a void. At least until Yzume's flashlight reveals the walls. Plain stone on every side.
You know, I actually have my own theory about this place.
Do tell.
I think it's fake. This room, most of all. What we're seeing doesn't exist. It's like a shared hallucination.
That's certainly an interesting theory.
But you can feel it, can't you? Something off.
My footsteps slow. You think it's some sort of illusion, then?
Not quite. Illusions are new magic, the kind of trick any kid in the mosaic can do. This is something else. Something older. Like the magic you've been nice enough to demonstrate for me. You seem stumped. Well, let me tell you something else. I didn't put on the sick girl act for whatever random treasure hunter happened to feel sorry for me. I came here for you.
Her voice slowly circles me in the darkness.
You had a bit of a reputation back home, didn't you? The Messenger, a normal little flower shop where people in the know could buy magic. I had my doubts, but you did away with those real quick. Couldn't resist showing off to a cute, helpless girl, I guess.
And where did you hear all of this about me? I bring my hand to my chest, feeling for a familiar flower pinned there, touching upon a memory.
Let's just say I had a reliable source. But I'm sick of talking, aren't you? Why don't we get down to business?
I think that'll be a bit hard under these conditions, Yzume. Let's have some light. And there she is, her features shadowed by a velvety hood, a new cloak woven from nothing in the blink of an eye, still fresh and crackling with the energy of creation. This is artisanry, so-called new magic, but certainly no child's trick.
Oh, see?
The light I've summoned falls strangely on the floor, piercing more than the shadows.
Your magic is the key. Even the little spark shows this place for what it really is. You can get me in. But you already knew that, right? After all, you've been here before.
I watch my reflection fading in and out on the impossibly rippling stone. When I agreed to be your escort, it was in the hope of convincing you that there was nothing here. But I've badly underestimated you, Yzume. I see that now, so let me tell you the truth. This place fills me with dread. You're right, I've stood here once before, many years ago. I felt the same thing. I strongly believe that whatever sleeps here should never be woken, whether it's the sovereignty or anything worse. And now that I've done as I promised you, I think I should be on my way. I'm not eager to delve any further into the secrets of the past.
Oh, that's fine. I'm not telling you to be eager. I'm telling you
What?
to do it.
What? A gun?
Yeah.
A gun?
Yeah.
It. Sorry. she's so colorful, and then it's really incongruous against this extremely modern-looking gun.
Her Glock.
Literally, sorry, that is a really good double entendre, and I'm distracted by it. God! Christ almighty. Sorry, but also this does have the tone of a shitpost, right?
Yes,
Like,
undoubtedly.
sorry, it feels like that Hellboy bit. The monkey's got a gun.
She's got a gun.
I-
The stakes of the situation have changed rapidly.
I'm a little lightheaded from laughing. Oh my god. Now let's stay calm. A shot rings out, searing my arm. I stumble to the floor.
Did you not hear me? I said I'm sick of talking. I don't have all night.
Holy shit! This art! Holy shit! I'm peeking my mic. Yeah, this also looks like a shitpost. I'm sorry, you could replace Yusume's dialogue here with, oh, you mean the Chaos Emeralds?
Truly.
Oh my god. I need this game is so much fun.
Well?
Stop! Please, I'll do as you say.
That's more like it.
But let me ask one thing first.
Why not? Go ahead.
Who is the person you're hoping to save by doing all of this?
Save? Oh my god, you actually believe that stupid shit?
Ooh, fangs. Kinda?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That is a good shot.
Listen, you want to know who all this is for? Me. But you're free to keep thinking of the sovereignty as my dead wife Flower if that makes you feel better.
I see. Well, thank you for your honesty. The White Eyes Dawn. In simple terms, light. Coincidentally, the first flower I read for the man who brought me to this place. I was a boy, lured by stories of illuminating the past, recovering the lost knowledge of the old world. I lent my power to his cause. Then I saw what he was truly after, and I turned my back on him. At least he allowed me that. With some effort, I withdraw my notebook and let it fall open into my lap. If the sovereignty exists here, then it has eluded treasure hunters in the backyard of the mosaic for half a century. Yet only a surface reading of light was enough to shake its final line of defense. Why? A particular page stops me. The sight calls a hazy memory of Tanem to my mind. Not the statue at the entrance, but a small image displayed in a relative's home once upon a time. I remember the brilliant sun rose that was always placed in a dish of water before the god, to be ritually invoked as soon as it began to wilt. In flower language, the sun rose falls towards the esoteric end of the scale, its meaning significant only to the followers of a dead faith. It seems to say, only for our people. only for our children. Not for me, I think.
You look like you have an idea.
Certainly not for this woman. But I feel a deadly brush against the back of my neck as she urges me on.
Share with the class.
Pleasing my ancestors is beyond me at this point. Still, a useless apology flits through my mind before I turn it towards the task at hand. As a simple acknowledgement, the dawn's eye opens to me, and I read, "Where you walk, side of Fame, let truth not hide." Bit by bit, the enchantment begins to unravel, the room as we see it melting away. A rush of cold is the first sensation to tear through the veil. Fresh flecks of snow on our faces, clouds of warmth from our lips, then the sound of trickling water. We stand in a courtyard. A fountain blanketed with lilies in vivid shades of pink and blue. Ornate pillars on all sides inscribed with the words of the poet. Oh, this is pretty.
It's awesome.
This hollow temple is the most complete remnant of accent to survive into the modern world. But that isn't what I've been brought here for, is it? At the center of the pool stands a peculiar door. Otherworldly light issues forth as a deep, resonant voice envelops us.
Children of the Creator, come.
Without hesitation, Yuzme drops her weapon to the floor and throws herself into the light. But what compels me to approach? Place my hand through the door. A palpable shift in atmosphere sends me reeling as if from a burn. Somehow I can feel the massive distance that lies between this side and the other. How many adventurous hands fell short in the years before this moment? If what lies beyond really is the power to remake the world, then what have I done? This time, I can't look away. I must steel myself and walk through. To a place not built by humans, not even by artisanry. A hall so pristine that every step feels almost improper. A realm divine.
The Sovereign Hall.
This music.
You two really done it now, you idiots.
Yeah. Also, this music fucks.
Yes. Honorable children of the Creator, you are welcome.
At the end of the hall stands an altar guarded by a living statue. Its voice and manner are empty, and patches of feathers cover its body like ivy on a decaying building. From beneath a winding scroll, the guardian's eyes seem to stare at nothing.
You have come to the resting place of the sovereignty. I am its voice. The ruling sovereign has failed, and his world decays beyond salvation. But within you, I sense the approach of a stronger vision. In reaching this place, you have proved your faith. Will you save this world?
I find the capitalization of you and your very pointed as a former Catholic.
Yup.
Yep. Ismay! The sight of the voice so arrested me that I knew. Even his narration is, pun unintended until I thought of the word, his narration is so flowery.
Yes. He's...
No, he thinks how we write. Like, we don't think in words, but when we're, like, writing personal essays and stuff, our prose is so purple.
He he is a writer, and that, like, definitely, like, shows in everything that, like, happens in his narration.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I feel, because he doesn't just come across as a mage, he comes across as, like, a scholar of magic.
Yes.
And, like, that comes with it a need to interpret information you were given in a way that, and that information is not able to be lingual at all.
Yes.
So,
yes, he is really floundering.
Yeah. The sight of the voice so arrested me that I nearly forgot to call out to her, but she flashes only a quick grin at me before turning back toward the altar.
I will. Then you must be tested. Didn't you just say that I proved myself? In reaching this place, you have proved your faith. You must next prove the faith of your witness.
Witness is also capitalized.
Yep, it sure is. That's true.
For a reason I cannot comprehend, terror clutches my chest. Wait. With a swift motion, the winding scroll becomes rigid, sharp. The voice's hand finds Yzme's back to steady her, and the newly formed blade finds her heart. Her face remains contorted in shock as she slumps to the floor, clearly dead even before I rush thoughtlessly to her side. Yzme! Oh, God! But the voice watches me with unfeeling eyes.
Why do you grieve?
What?
Did you not come as her witness? Say the prayer and she will be reborn.
I don't understand. What prayer?
A binding of souls. A pledge to usher her onto the seat of the sovereignty at the cost of your freedom, at the risk of your life. Will you do this?
Oh! 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 Holy shit! Oh!
The stakes have changed again.
Yeah, also, like, that explains everything I've seen you post about Chapter 2. As if it's the simplest question. And she'll die otherwise?
She has died. Already her soul slips away, drawn to rest. But say the prayer and she will be reborn. Come on, man.
I'll do it.
Then speak the words. Restless soul by sovereignty marked, to you I offer willing hands. Willing...
To... Oh, I see. The voice's steady tone begins to falter. No.
No. No more of this. Not again. No more. No more.
The serenity of the hall is shattered. As the voice lets out a terrible cry, I catch a glimpse of its eyes, shining with rage and fear.
Begone!
The spirit unfurls its wings, great banners of flame. I stagger back from the altar, my senses already muddled with the smell of smoke. I can't linger. So I hurry away, downstairs that twist and buckle violently beneath my feet. Through the gate, trampling the carpet of water lilies, through the halls of the temple, stumbling out into the cold. Suddenly there's a loud sound, a burst of flame at my back. Then nothing.
Two weeks?
Her curls glittered in the sunlight as she shook her head.
Why 2 weeks?
2 weeks is no time at all, sweetheart. Who knows? You might not even want to come back by the end of it.
I'll be dead by the end of it.
Now, none of that. Oh, what about Duval's? You love that place. The bakery's name clearly sparked her interest. Could almost see the reflection in that chocolate raspberry cake she loved so much in her eyes. Then, stubbornly, she closed them.
Well, they're opening one here, so that's not even exciting anymore.
Leah, work with me here. Please. I know you'd rather stay. If I had it my way, you could. But this is the reality of it. There's nothing I can do.
Nothing?
Maybe one small thing.
Does this mean skipping 2 weeks into the future?
That's so cute. Finally, a real smile. Matter yield to memory, that two may dwell as one. The poet wrote that about the cloud sage.
Thought you hated that stuff.
I do, but that one's not so bad. Steadying my heart, I folded her hands lightly in mine and began to speak with purpose. Be present for a moment, Leah. Hear my voice. Feel your weight where you stand. Savor the scent of roses on the air. Even consider how much I'm boring you with all this. She was listening intently, but dignified me with another smile and know that memory ties you here. However far you wander, it will lead you back. And with that, I've done the complicated part. All you'll need to do is remember. Skeptical look crossed her face.
I can use this to just come home? Whenever?
Only for a little while. Save it for when you really need it, okay? Yeah, but if you save it for when you really need it, then credits will roll, and it'll still be in your inventory. The wind howls. I wake to my guest room. Somehow I've made it back. As I slowly sit up, my eyes focusing, the events at the temple bubble to the surface of my memory. I was shot, wasn't I? But the tear in my sleeve has been mended, patched with artisanry over my bandaged arm. The lingering pain is all that reminds me now. There's that blizzard that was still on the horizon when we left. Would Ismay have been caught in it if... Maybe I could use a bit more rest.
Back to sleep so soon.
Ha! Ismay! How? What happened to you?
What do you think? I fucking bit it! You saw what that thing did to me.
Well, this is my first time speaking with a ghost. I might need a moment to get my bearings.
Well, this is my first time being a ghost, and it fucking sucks. Nobody can see me except you. Believe me, I've tried everything.
Binding of souls. I wonder.
What the hell are you talking about?
That guardian we saw, the voice, told me to recite a prayer naming you my god, effectively. The way I heard it, that would have resurrected you.
What? Wait, what?
Ismay, did you not anticipate any of this?
Are you joking? I told you the whole reason I went out on a limb was my reliable source. Not so fucking reliable, it turns out. I was expecting the sovereignty to be hard to get. I didn't know this shit was part of the deal.
Maybe it isn't. Something happened before I could finish that prayer. The voice went berserk all of a sudden.
Then finish it now.
How can I? I never heard the whole thing. Now that I think on it, the words I did manage at the altar have already faded like a dream from my memory. But before I can say this, footsteps approach.
Oh, good. You're out for a full day. I'm starting to get worried.
I love how pissy Ismail looks.
I, did what I could for your arm, but I'm no doctor. Should have just let you take care of it yourself.
Not at all. Thank you, Alma.
The shield brought you back. The search team went out to the temple after they saw some kind of light there, and... Anyway, there's a cop waiting downstairs. I tried to get rid of him, but he's hell-bent on grilling you. Kept asking me about that girl you went with. Hey, what happened out there, Loic? I thought the temple didn't have anything. Certainly not anything worth getting shot over.
I'm not sure what happened, Alma. I'm sorry.
Still out of it, huh? Well, I'm sorry to send him right up, but he'll get suspicious if I take too long.
Don't worry about me. I'll be right. With a little nod, she reluctantly heads off.
Langley,
Come again?
the cop who's here looking for me. I saw him come in while you were out.
A real VIP, I take it?
Oh god, no, he'd cream himself if he heard you say that.
Hopeful to know. What is he, then?
Right now, a church lapdog. Not that he'll admit to being here on their business. Doubt he even cares.
I'm beginning to think I may have underestimated your religious family.
Oh, you have no idea. Just don't tell him what happened at the temple. I don't want him to have the satisfaction of knowing I'm dead, even temporarily.
Footsteps heavier than Alma's make their way nearer. When the door opens next, a stifling presence fills the room.
Loic Ard. Commander Theodore Langley of the Shield.
It's a pleasure to...
Let's skip the pleasantries. I've wasted enough time in this pit as it is. Last night you made contact with a woman calling herself Ismay. Tell me everything you can about her.
I see that this is an urgent matter, sir. Unfortunately, I don't have much information to provide. Ismay came to the inn last night seeking an escort to the temple. She claimed that her life...
Yes, I heard all that from the innkeeper. What else did she say? Anything about who she was, where she came from?
Nothing, actually. She was very quiet on her trip. After a few failed attempts at small talk, I decided to leave her be.
And the temple, what happened there?
I don't know. Just before we arrived, she pulled out a gun. I thought I heard her telling me to empty my pockets, but I was already frazzled from the journey. Without thinking, I ran. That was when she fired at me. I blacked out, and the next thing I knew, I was here. I do my best to not acknowledge Ismay's approving grin. was the last time I had to lie so boldly? To an officer, no less.
Oh, right. The search party found this at the scene. Look familiar.
Yes, that's...
Ha! Relax. Convincing enough to the untrained eye, I'll give her that, but it's flimsy work, like all her constructs. I doubt it would have fired a second shot without falling apart.
Okay, I figured she made the gun out of magic, but it would have been really funny if she was just carrying, like, a Glock the whole fucking time. He pulls the trigger and the gun shatters into light.
Like so. Punch him.
Only a joke, I know. But then, what is this discomfort that falls upon me as she says it?
That girl likes to call herself a master of illusion, as if that means anything. Artisanry without substance, without discipline. The best she can manage.
My breathing grows deliberate. It's only when I become aware of my efforts to calm myself that I realize how tense I am. Certainly he's less than friendly, but was Langley's voice always so... aggravating? No, my exhaustion is to blame. But another voice rings clear in my mind, the voice of my new sovereign.
Go on, get him while his back is turned. Better yet, smash him with that chair.
I am not myself. Though I desperately will it to remain at my side, my trembling hand reaches out. Please, say without thinking, a strained whisper.
Oh? Oh? What's this? Wait, you said something about naming me your god. And now you have to obey me? Is that it? This is great, actually. I just thought it was funny to imagine, but now I really wanna... Are you listening, Mr. Ard?
Pardon me. Yes, I'm listening. All at once, that oppressive feeling recedes. I still cling to the chair, more to brace myself.
No, I can't throw away a perfectly good pawn now. You and I still need to make this official, don't we? All right, I think that's all we have to discuss, leaving only one last order of business.
Which is?
The details of our investigation are highly classified, Mr. Ard, but rest assured I mean to smoke her out. Don't care! Out of my way! What? Commander!
A young officer throws the door open, shoving her way past the temporary guard.
What in the hell? Commander Langley, sir, please, is it true? You're going to destroy it? We're done here. Sir, wait, you can't! We've barely even... Wait!
The officer follows Langley back through the door. I hear their footsteps thundering down the stairs now of the lamplight. Ismay drifts towards the window, listening for the frantic voice until it becomes too distant to make out.
Please. Please.
Her gaze lingers on the horizon, as if she can see across the distance to where her body lies. Strikes me then how ghostly she seems, truly a fading spark of life. Whatever I managed at the altar was enough to tether her to this world, to me. But her silence now tells that she and I have arrived at the same conclusion.
She has died. Already her soul slips away. That portal to the sovereignty. Oh, fuck. If they destroy the temple... Fuck. I'm really dead. I'm really going to die here.
Let's not panic yet. She seizes me then, her hands digging into my shoulders with such force as if to shatter them. Pain tears through me as my back hits the wall.
No. No! I am not going to die here. Not after all this. Not when I'm so close.
Searing, relentless agony unlike any I've felt. I can focus on nothing but holding myself together. Ismay, stop.
You're going to go back to that temple. You're going to say that prayer. I don't care how you do it. I don't care if you have to die for it.
All right, but please. The merciful sound of ascending footsteps frees me at last. Alma.
Okay, back to bed with you. Now that they're gone, I can give you a piece of my mind.
With a shooing motion, she ushers me to lie down, then sighs, sitting softly at the foot of the bed.
Look, listen to me. You can't help everyone. I know how badly you want to, but sooner or later you're going to end up with more than a bloody arm. And then who'll be there when Lilia wakes up? You've been at this for months. If that miracle flower of yours were around, you'd have found it by now. I get that you're spinning your wheels here, because you need someone to help, even if it can't be her. But this isn't good for you. I think it's time for you to help yourself. Move on. Better yet, go home. And maybe it won't take a miracle, you know? Maybe it'll just happen one day. In fact, I've heard about patients who've...
Alma, please.
Sorry. Look, I've said my piece. You get some rest.
With that, she goes, shutting the door behind her. Ismay hasn't taken her eyes off me once, but I lack the words to say to her. Instead, I turn towards a little bedside table where my notebook lies undisturbed. I pick it up and hold it for a moment. Still remember the look on my daughter's face when she realized that the meager enchantment I'd woven could not end her trip on the second day. What it could do was project the image of home to her, and her to me, while she remained very much where she was. Needless to say, she was less than happy with the results.
You told me this would take me home.
I told you it would let you visit. Bringing you from there to here would be big magic, and too dangerous for you, so don't try and improvise.
Then you do it.
Come on. Is it really so bad over there?
Yes.
She stomped forward, forgetting the limitations of the spell. Seemed to stumble over something I couldn't see. Probably a piece of furniture on her side.
Ow.
Careful, honey.
See, that there's so much stupid stuff here. And of course, it's all gold, sparkly, and...
Oh, you know her tastes.
I had to wear the worst outfit yesterday. And smile. And talk to all of these strangers. For hours.
Smiling at strangers? Well, that's just inhumane. Did you get a fancy dinner out of it, at least?
I wish I didn't. There were fish eggs.
What? That does it. Leah, I'm getting you out of there.
Dad.
Oh no, don't try and talk me down now. I'm already on the line with, hello, yes, authorities? They're serving my daughter caviar. There it was, the grin that pretended to be sick of my antics. I loved that look. I love him holding the flower to his ear in the classic miming a phone gesture.
Yeah.
Loic, clearly a millennial.
Yep.
But as her gaze drifted past me, it began to fade. Indistinct as it was, she could see the couch where she would normally collapse after school, home at last. The spot where she'd be laughing at me now if she were truly here. She grew still.
I hate it here.
Oh, honey. The moment I set aside my work, she ran toward me and collided with thin air.
Oh. The wall. This spell is stupid.
Hey. We laughed as I made my way to her. It can do this at least.
I miss you.
I miss you more, but hang in there a while, Leah. You'll be home before you know it, I promise. My skin prickles painfully under Yuzme's glare, reminding me of where I am, but my eyes remain fixed on the notebook. I could return home. Sage alone wouldn't do it, but joined with one or two others. Could be back to the shallow comfort of the mosaic in an instant, too far from that doomed temple to do anything about it. Even if Yuzme followed, death would claim her before long. I tuck the notebook away in my pocket. Let's go, Yuzme. There's another route we can take. Beneath the lamplight sleeps a secret, an old auction hall where mosaic collectors once bid on relics from outside, free from official regulation. What eventually brought an end to these auctions was not the attention of the authorities, but the dwindling value of old world treasures in the eyes of the rich. Looking back, perhaps that was the earliest death rattle of the spirit of discovery.
Oh, hello. Is this a snowmobile?
Our best chance of making it in time. There's the key dangling carelessly in the ignition. What reason would she have to hide it? I don't like doing this, but I suspect I don't have a choice.
Good to see you're catching on. You know, all this time I thought you were a dead wife guy. Turns out it was a sick kid. Though I guess it could still be both.
I love her.
Lilia, huh? That's a cute name.
Thank you.
What, bad mood? At least you're alive. Maybe you should listen to your innkeeper friend and count your blessings.
Alma means her. She has children of her own, you know? A grandson, last I heard.
Any of them yours?
I stare. I admit there's a part of me that appreciates the attempt at levity. When I last came to Tarn, I was still a student. Alma was running the lamplight even then, at the end of its heyday. Even then, she was just as much of a grouch, and just as caring beneath it all. The town was completely different, though. Warm, full of excitement, full of people. Now it's dying. Anyone can see that. Alma's kids moved back to the mosaic as soon as they were old enough. But she's still here, clinging to the warmth of those old days, I think. She's always treated me like family. She'd never let me say it, but I could work at the lamplight for the rest of my life and never repay the debt I owe. Bless her, but she is a bit of a hypocrite. At the end of the day, she has her own stubbornness, just as I have mine.
And what the hell does any of that have to do with me?
Nothing, but thank you for listening. I needed to clear my head. We're almost there. Almost. Pillar of light. Ooh, airship. Sorry. A pillar of light.
Yep. You're starting to realize where this game takes its inspirations.
Yeah, I mean, so, what I had seen from, what you reposted and what Gigi has posted around, I was expecting more. I was expecting it to lean more magia fantasy and, like, and it seems that, this world has gone from magic to magitech to just regular tech. Like, it feels, if I had to guess, having not played it, I feel a bit of Final Fantasy VIII.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
You got it.
So here's the thing, is that the temple looks like a temple on one of the Final Fantasy MTG islands. That is from
It
Final
really
Fantasy VIII.
does.
Yeah. So that's where my mind went with that, and I'm glad. I have very little knowledge of 8. That is, again, part of why I'm playing all of them in numerical order on Tuesdays. But,
Nice.
ooh. Ooh.
If you could just give me like 3 minutes for a bio break before this final
Oh, yeah,
scene.
sure. I mean, I could probably stand to take a break, too. So,
Okay, hot sec.
yeah. We'll take a quick 5, and we'll be back shortly, everyone. And we're back.
Yay!
Yay. That is a really good... I do like the design of that airship, but yeah, it's... Oh, I'm just so... I'm vibrating. Yeah, sorry for cutting the song short. That was, the first third of the song Amelie off of Jamie's album Autumn Every Day, which is a song about the Mabim Bam Bit Amelie. Amelie?
I
That thing.
see.
Uh... Which also reminds me that one day I opened the utensil drawer downstairs, and in the utensil drawer was a DVD copy of Amelie holding a spoon.
I cook an egg with a spoon.
My girlfriend, literally, my nesting partner, put that in there, and she was asleep when I opened the drawer, and I just, tilted my head at the ceiling and yelled, "God damn it."
Amazing.
A pillar of light, absence on our...
Anyway,
Yeah, anyway, back to video games.
I'm glad that you're liking this game so far. There's
This
like
game
one.
fucks so severely.
You ain't seen nothing yet. I keep telling you.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited to do chapter 2 with you next week. Or
Oh
over the
boy.
course of the next 2 weeks, depending on how long it is.
I'd say like a third longer than this. Like if this takes like an hour and a half roughly without commentary, the other one takes about 2 hours without commentary.
So we might have to split it in half.
They introduced some new characters. It's very interesting.
Ooh. I'm excited. A pillar of...
And then chapter 3 is coming out within the next couple of months, and it will kill me. It will kill me dead. I will die.
I'm excited. There's it's so much fun, it's really funny going from playing Final Fantasy II, which came out in 1990, to games that are in active development and coming out in a serialized fashion, like Of the Devil and this.
Yeah.
And I am working on other shows coming out, I think the next one is going to be our roguelite Metroidvania show.
Neat.
Because that is a huge design space I don't have much familiarity with. And also, like, I'm a Poke-therian and have never played Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, so that needs to get fixed.
Change that. Change that fast.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
Yeah. All right. A pillar of light, absent from our first voyage out, pierces the distant sky above the mountain. Little wonder the shield came running if this is what they saw. As the hollowed temple rises into view, so does the great shadow hovering beside it. A shield airship, Commander Langley's very own. Pull over at the broken bridge, helpless to stop what comes next. Of course it was impossible for us to outpace him. Still, I hoped naively that the commander might have shown restraint, if not respect, for the history of the place. Amid the smoking rubble, I find no trace of that peculiar light. It's not over yet. There might still be a way. Ismay? She says nothing, as though the very will to speak has left her. Ismay, let's not give up here. Can she even hear me? Perhaps the far-off hope of returning to the Sovereignty's Hall was the only thing sustaining her. Perhaps the call of rest has swayed her weary soul. Either way, her time is drawing to an end. I take the notebook from my pocket. Countless hours spent lingering over one particular flower have formed a slight gap in the pages. These days I can find it without looking. There was a part of me that thought, like Alma, that you just wake up by some twist of fate, even without a miracle cure. That was why I took this along, so I could be with you as soon as you opened your eyes, cry with you no matter how far from home I was. But that won't just happen, will it? So let matter yield to memory. Let the Sovereignty's guardian hear my voice, and its hall meet me where I stand. Let distance be no obstacle, if only for a moment. And please, let it be enough. I silence my desperate heart and focus. By even one visit to the Sovereignty's realm, memory tethers me to it. It's a faint connection, a spider's thread catching sunlight, but just enough to follow. It leads far above the mountain, higher and higher until stars fill my vision. Amid these, a single speck of familiar light. With a gentle pull on the thread, I beckon it near. Matter yields, shifting to allow the entry of a distant place. Smooth, glossy stone nestles into the snow-drenched earth. Light without dawn showers the trees. Howling winds grow mild, tamed by an unseen presence. I ready myself to face the guardian spirit as I remember it. Blaze in anger, its feathers stained with blood. Instead, as its figure begins to rise before me, all is still. Ismay's corpse lies not at the floor as I expect, but cradled in the arms of the voice itself. Wait, hold on. The voice is hot.
Yeah, it is.
The creature hangs its head placidly as if lost in thought. Upon noticing my half-there presence, its mouth opens in surprise.
You have returned by Thayan's gift.
Voice of the Sovereignty, I come as Ismay's witness. Give me the words and I will pray.
Is this a bad time to say that I want him carnally?
No, like, I do too, is the thing. Like, the thing is we've been kind of crazy lately. And oh, he's hot. Like, the feather hair thing, honestly, in terms of, like, creature design, is something that really does it for us.
Oh, yeah.
It's, oh. And, to say to Flying Friend, I did notice before, but only briefly. I think I accidentally hit a thing to save. I am going to save because I have not saved yet.
Yeah.
But no, I, like, handshake emoji. We both want him carnally.
He's pretty.
He's pretty.
Why? Her time is nearly expired. You may yet retreat from this place and be free.
But I won't. Please, give me the words.
She has deceived you, injured you. She has wrought nothing but misfortune upon you. Understand that in doing this, you surrender to her will until the end of this world.
I wonder how much you know about me, or about the circumstances that led me here. Perhaps more than I do. Even so, let me explain myself. About a year ago, my daughter fell ill. Her affliction has no cure. I left home in search of a miracle, which I have yet to find. Her smile is all I have, and now I must reckon with the possibility of never seeing it again. I don't know what to do with myself. I try to be a helping hand in Tarn, but almost right. It's a bandage over my grief. I think this is no different. Even if my daughter can't be saved, even if the glimmer of hope I've been chasing is a fantasy, right now I beg you, let me at least have the comfort of saving someone.
Even her.
Wherever Ismay was before we crossed paths, I have no idea. Nothing she did to me, however wrong, was deserving of death. What a horrible way to die.
The sovereignty is the power to remake your world. Consider the world she will make.
Can it be so much worse than this one?
Is it a bad time to say that I want him carnally?
No, not at all. Like, hot damn. Uneasy silence stretches on.
Man's will is divine. Man's judgment is divine. Witness, speak the words.
Restless soul by sovereignty marked. To you I offer willing hands to toil. Oh, pardon me. A willing heart to bear your name. A willing voice to praise. Willing eyes to witness the end. To avert the death of the world, the builder raised a great tower, a new home for all humanity. But the true death of the world had not yet been born. She had not yet reared up over the mountains, crowned in the glory of the dawn. Her gaze had not yet pierced the hearts of the shield and sown fear in their depths.
Yeah.
I'm normal.
Oh. Yep.
I'm normal.
It's pretty good. I want her carnally. I'm inserting myself into this dynamic like rules card, going like, are those two single?
God, chapter 3 rules was so much. Oh my god.
Oh, don't look so shocked. Didn't you come all this way to smoke me out? This is the shield. Spell this construct at once and... I know exactly who you are, Theodore. But I guess you're still confused about what I am. I am a god marked by the sovereignty. I am light and hunger. I will devour this world. But there might be a place for you in mine. We both know how good you are at licking boots, Commander. Feel like giving these a taste. Open fire! Hear me? Fire! Now!
Unlike this command, the person's cannon fire rings out. But the assault falls like snow. Soft, then still. Emptied of purpose that the unseen touch of on. The gentle lift of her head sends the onslaught soaring back. God help. What have I unleashed?
A little late for questions like that, man.
Yeah, dude! Heavy damage, sir. Your orders?
Fall back. I'm not dying for this. Did you not hear me? Fall back.
I can't, sir. The controls won't respond.
Delicious. How delicious this is. The mosaic's finest, scrambling like roaches. Langley trying to look unbothered, barking at whoever's closest, as if they can help him escape. But this is my domain, a promise of the sovereignty to come. A single thought is all it takes to hold him in the palm of my hand. Not even enough firepower to destroy your shitty little ship, Theodore. What do you think it was going to do to me? He says nothing, but I can hear the stream of curses sloshing around in his skull. Maybe death is what you deserve. But I want you to tell your bosses what's coming. I want them to hear it straight from your lips. Now go! The ship shudders and obeys, trailing off into the builder's waiting hands. Exalted. A voice calls from above. Return in glory to my hall. And I can see it. Just beyond the parted clouds, the place where the sovereignty dwells. Huh, so that's where it was. As I am now, the heavens are well within my reach. Loic? I sense his blood run cold. My faithful minion, we've received an invitation. Shall we go? After a moment, he cloaks his fear in a smile.
As you wish.
When I first set foot in this place, it was enormous. Bright, overwhelming. Now the voice of the sovereignty itself seems so small, like a caged bird. Seekers of the sovereignty, exalted in witness, be praised. You have overcome the first trial. The first? This world cries out for a worthy sovereign. You have not yet realized the fullness of your vision, nor manifested it by your works. This taste of godhood is momentary. Until you overcome the remaining trials, you must continue to walk the earth as a human. What? Worry not. You shall draw power from the faith of those who pledge devotion to you.
And this is the part where I remember that Gigi has played 14.
This witness, too, is your strength. So long as he lives, you remain immortal. Now, a second trial awaits in the remains of Ericist. Go in triumph, Exalted. Wait, no! I always figured that if I tried to go to heaven, I'd get thrown out. In a way, this is poetic, which doesn't make me feel any better. My borrowed godhood unravels around me, leaving me completely bare. I don't even have the will for magic, let alone the strength. I can only close my eyes and sink. Small, pathetic, and exhausted enough to die a second time. Mm. Ugh.
I love the loose sketching of the hills.
It's nice. I wake in a patch of grass. No snow in sight. This must be it, right? The afterlife? But no. When I look down, I find that strange scar branching out across my chest. Still glowing. My bare chest. Guess it makes sense that my glamour fell off when I died. A cream-colored coat lies draped over the rest of me. This is when I usually get myself in order. New costume, painted face. But thinking about spending any effort on magic right now makes me want to go right back to sleep. Who cares?
Good morning.
Oh. He sits with his back to me while I slip my arms through the sleeves of his coat.
I can't make myself a new one. I've never had the knack for artisanry that you seem to. But keep it as long as you'd like. As you'd like. I'm in no position to ask anything of you now.
Where are we?
Who knows? If I had to guess, I'd say the sovereignty flung us a bit further south of home than Tarn. Which is considerate since we're most likely being expected there.
He pats the ground.
Why don't you come and sit down, Yusmei? We've had a long night.
Why?
Why? If you're asking why it revived you, I had a little conversation with the voice about that. I'm relieved you missed it, honestly. Doubt you'd have liked to sit through all that sentimental nonsense.
Give me the short version.
I wasn't prepared to watch someone die. I saved you because I wanted you to live, to have a chance to seize your dreams, however selfish. That's all. But if I can disappoint you a bit further, I don't believe that everything you told me on the way to the temple was a lie. About the person you wanted to save with the sovereignty, I mean, even if it was yourself.
Then you're an idiot.
That's something I can live with.
I've already told you what I want. If you didn't believe me, that's on you. From now until the day I remake this world, you serve me. Don't expect any pity just because you tricked yourself into it. But if you make yourself useful, I don't see the harm in keeping an eye out for your sick kid flower along the way.
Very kind. How shall I make myself useful then?
Don't ask me that yet. I just want to sit here for a while.
Then that's what we'll do.
Could you narrate this final scene?
Sure. In the beginning, you looked to the horizon and foresaw the death of the world. To preserve life, you raised this great tower, this new home for all of humanity. Our mosaic. From the farthest reaches, you gathered every soul together into your embrace. But now your children are lost. They have forgotten your grace and your love. They have forgotten themselves. Seduced by the outer voice, they wander in darkness, blind to your perfect vision. I ask now that you let them see. Let them behold you in your glory as I have. Hold on. That did skip a bit fast. They have forgotten. I ask now that you let them see. Let them behold you in your glory as I have. Return to us and set your world right. Please, O architect of our refuge, Lord of peace, merciful builder. Hey, why does the builder look like Ismay?
Smiling so sweetly.
Yeah, no, I've seen your post about it. I was baiting you a bit.
Well,
I mean, we'll get there.
we don't know, but she doesn't seem to want to talk about it.
Colon close parentheses. I appreciate everyone in chat doing exactly the sort of thing I do when people are playing games I know a lot of lore about.
Listen, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, even the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's save progress.
Anyway, that's chapter 1.
That's chapter 1,
Good job.
and you said it would take an hour and a half, and we have gone 2.5 hours. So I'm going to call that a rousing success.
Yeah, that was good running commentary. Thank you so much for being willing to play this through with me.
Yeah, thank you for joining. I'm honestly really glad you did. It's like something that helps with the activation energy of trying a new thing is doing it with the person that made us interested in the thing. So like
Yeah.
it's like that's why we have all these ideas for like shows we want to do and games we want to play, because it's like, oh, this is an excuse to hang out with friends and watch other people get to experience me experiencing something new in real time. Like I feel like watching other people experience novelty is like, I don't know, it's really fun watching people learn and take in a thing and like immediately interpret it.
Yeah.
But also I have
It was nice
lit
to
crit
see you
brain.
getting excited. Yeah, you do. It was nice to see you calling shots along the way and getting really into voice acting as Loic.
Yeah, I mean like so when I first read Homestuck in 2020, I voiced, I mean like I voiced Egbert and a bunch of other folks, and like you saw what that did to our brain. But like
Only tangentially.
yeah. But like I don't know, it's fun like getting into that, and like because it helps with the understanding of the character. It's why, like, I don't know. It's why I don't really like how Shakespeare is taught in schools. And I know that's a hard pivot, but it's this thing of, like, it's a play. You're reading a script to a play. You can't just read it like a book.
Yeah. You should be reading it together
Yeah, you
as a
should be, like,
performance.
reading, yeah, like, at least do, like, like a script read through, or like a dress rehearsal, or like something like this, where it's like
Yeah.
we are picking up roles and like, yeah. Oh, this is so good. I love this game is so good, and I can't wait to come back to it next week.
It only gets more whack from here. Did you have any like moments or characters that you particularly liked or got attached to? I'm curious.
I mean, like on like I understand why you are capital N normal and capital R regular about Ismay, and also about Loic. Like, I get it. Like, this is gonna sound really depressing. I see a lot of myself in Loic, and it was a state that we were kind of stuck in for a really long time.
He is not mentally well.
Oh yeah, no, 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 no. I mean, neither is Ismay. Like,
Yeah. No, neither of them.
yeah,
Absolutely not. They make each other worse.
yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sitting here. Like, there are so many parallels I could draw to this. Like, there's the obvious, like, Egbert Vriska parallel I could draw to this. But it's also this thing of, like, sometimes, like, I don't know, there are degrees in which we, tautology, figured ourselves out only because we were dragged through life by other people.
Mm-hmm.
And like now we have a way better understanding of ourselves, and we can look back on a lot of those experiences and be like, wow, that sucked ass. That sucked ass so bad. Like, I'm not gonna get into specifics here, but like, holy crap. I life's been rough, and honestly being on the other side of it and being able to be like, okay, cool, I don't have to talk to my parents anymore, and I have a bunch of people who were constantly triggering me out of my life, and I feel normal. I feel like better than I ever have. And like it sucks to have had to have gone through that experience to end up on the other side feeling closer to okay and more like a person, let
Mm-hmm.
alone a person I like being than I used to be.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, yeah, like in terms of the self, like if I like I don't know, Yizme's exalted form really played on that, where like a mask is made out of the familiar, and she had like the crying mask on her left temple.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's like, it's still her face though. It is a face that she has used, and one can only perform so well if you're able to find a bit of yourself in the performance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like,
It can't all be a lie.
yeah. And like, so Yizme is trying to be very maximalist in terms of like how she puts herself into the world. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Loic is very minimalist in terms of how he puts himself into the world. And I think they're going to, I feel like they already are, and they are going to continue to drag each other towards a median.
I feel like there's so much that can be said for the way that like their respective like slightly masked but also slightly unearthed like backstories and traumas kind of weave into one another. The fact that Loic is definitely part of a diaspora in this story and how much that like ties into how he feels about himself and his history and his family
Yeah.
versus Ismay clearly being like of the whatever like religious ruling class is present in the mosaic and clearly like fashioned in the image of the builder, and there's the reveal at the end that she's trans.
Yeah. I like that's definitely an aspect, like that is the thing. It's like she is going to make a world where she does not have to exist in comparison to the builder.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so exciting. I'm so excited. Like, I don't know. I have other thoughts about this, but they're less coherent. so I'm not gonna share them on stream, but uh, I will probably blow up your DMs. Uh,
No, by all means. And we'll pick this up on what day?
on in a week from today, so on, hold on, let me go to my calendar. I have too many fucking tabs. Actually, no, I don't have enough applications open right now because I've restarted my computer and my phone like 40 times in the past like 36 hours.
Uh huh.
So on Thursday, September 4th, we will be coming back at 3 p.m. Pacific. Um, on this upcoming Tuesday, also at 3 p.m., I'll be playing more Final Fantasy 2, which is seeming to be a kind of short game, maybe.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's the schedule as it stands right now. Um, Victor, would you like to like say where people could follow you or anything?
I'm Windy9 on all socials. You'll find me under that name on Twitch, on Blue Sky, on Tumblr. Thank you very much for all you have done, and I really look forward to seeing you again next week and getting to do more of this. We could change up which voices we play next
Yeah,
time around, or not.
yeah, no, that I think that will be. I wasn't expecting so many additional voices in this chapter. But yeah, we can level it out. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, oh, this was really exciting, and thank you again for joining. You can find
thank you.
uh, no problem. I'm on Twitch at Pleonastic Tautology. My Blue Sky is at Fiona from the Inter.net because that's our singlet Sona, ostensibly. And that's I have this current schedule pinned, so you can check it out there. And that's where any changes to the schedule would be. Um, this is kind of all I have as a job right now. So if you enjoyed this, please feel free to follow. And like if you have on Amazon Prime, you can use your Prime sub. And that will just give me like $6 of Andy Jassy's money. Um, which unfortunately I can't go down to the offices to just get in person. It has to go through the internet. But yeah, we'll Final Fantasy on Tuesday and then more Soul Salve on Thursday. And
Everybody
we'll
have a blessed night.
yeah, and yeah, thank you all so much and have a great night and weekend. See you then.
Bye.